For many years, the AJC has played a central role in advocating for the Jewish people, combating anti-Semitism, BDS, and supporting Israel's fight against terror.
Je souhaite tout d'abord remercier chaleureusement l'American Jewish Committee pour son invitation et vous dire toute l'importance que j'accorde à votre travail pour lutter contre l'antisémitisme et la haine, encourager le dialogue et promouvoir les valeurs démocratiques.
AJC は長きにわたり日本との関係を構築、強化してこられました。
I am proud that the Republic of Kosovo decided to adopt the IHRA working definition of anti-Semitism.
We will also continue to urge other countries to normalize their relations with Israel, and we will look for opportunities to expand cooperation among countries in the region.
I am incredibly proud of my history with the American Jewish Committee. I'm incredibly grateful for the work that you do, and I look forward to our partnership.
Your presence in the UAE is part of our journey, but is part of changing mindsets. So let's keep on working closely, understanding each other better, and trying to look forward rather than looking backwards.
We are sending the message from a small nation saying that peace is the way forward.
The AJC has been at the forefront of re-establishing the Jewish community's relationship with Germany. Only 3 years after the end of the war, the AJC was the first global Jewish organization to engage.
I am pleased to announce today from this AJC stage that I have issued an executive order to establish the position of Commissioner of the OES for monitoring and combating anti-Semitism.
That the choice is between war or the JCPOA is simply not true. There is an alternative, which is unprecedented economic pressure on them, as well as clandestine operations designed to impede the program.
Either we are able to limit the nuclear program, or if we don't, we will go to this alternative, bombing Iran or Iran.
Our history is not just this continued cycle of persecution, it's this continued cycle of resilience.
I have seen the biggest challenge to fighting both anti-Zionism and anti-Semitism is just apathy.
So we can get on to figuring out how we can defend what has been, for Jews, the best diaspora experience in all of Jewish history. I think right now we're feeling like we're being sort of like tugged back into the mean of Jewish history. And the only way that we can resist that is by standing up loudly now, because it will not get easier.
The only real security that a Jew has in the world today is the state of Israel. The only one. We used to think that, well, the US couldn't possibly change because of our long traditions of tolerance and liberalism. We're seeing that change now.
For those of you who somehow think that by being less Jewish, by leaning more into anti-Israel, you will be able to feel a little bit more morally righteous, or you somehow have the belief that, it will save you. The reality is, I think that you are only caving in. The reality is that you are only, in the name of some pseudo ideology, throwing fellow Jews under the bus.
In many ways, blacks and Jews have been a very strong conscience of this entire country, helping this nation to live up to its democratic ideals.
We've seen that if you just take that stand, others will follow. And this is a really important place for us to take a stand. It is not enough to know it's wrong. If you know it's wrong, you must stand up and be counted.
It is our obligation to speak up and stand up and speak out, and that by doing so, we're showing real leadership.